So I'm out here on a rainy day today because I want to talk to you guys about how they're only building houses where I live for the ultra rich and the rich. This house that's behind me right here is just a regular single family house on a pretty small lot. You can see they don't really have a lawn or anything like that. Well, that house is listed right now and they have an open house today, but the house is listed for $1.75 million. I'm walking through right now just one of the many examples of the different developments they're doing here in the city I live in, where they're only building houses that are like $1 million plus. Some of them over from everything. The cheapest homes that are brand new are $700,000 to $800,000. When right now the average jobs in the town I live in, and even the good jobs, are still paying less than $100,000. Today's mortgage rates, you'd have to make $400,000 to live in a neighborhood like this, and there's literally zero jobs. There's listings at the local hospital for surgical jobs, those sorts of things, and they pay $150,000, $175,000. You wouldn't even be able to live here. I know firsthand I'm self-employed. I work for a lot of people here in town. I work for some nurses. They're a couple. They're both overnight nurses. They get paid a lot of money. You'd think they'd be able to afford to buy a house in their own community, but no. They're struggling to find a place that they can even afford to rent. I'm walking up on another one that's getting completed soon right here. I don't know if it's going to be for sale or if it's more like a custom home that somebody had built, but what I noticed, it's really interesting, is that when you're in this neighborhood where these houses are being built for this ultra high price point, they actually wrap all of the OSB because it's been raining for like the last week. But over here, they have it wrapped to protect from the moisture. I mean, not under the eaves and awnings and stuff, but at least down here where potentially it could get wet. But when you go to all the other developments around town, all the houses and the multiplexes and everything like that, they'll sit in the rain for weeks or months at a time. They don't care about them. But these places, at least it looks like they're being built a little bit better, with a little bit more attention to detail, that sort of thing. So I came a couple streets over to this other spot where they're building the smaller homes for like 1.5 to 2, and then some of these bigger luxury homes for like 2 to 3 million. And I guess the whole point of this video is that I'm constantly told for us to see some more reasonable prices in the housing market is we need to get the inventory up. It's all about inventory. Oh, it's so simple, supply and demand, inventory. But it's like, if the only new inventory they're building is this ridiculously expensive crap, all of the used, pre-owned existing homes that are smaller and older, they don't make those anymore. Those ones are all getting bought up, rehabbed, had additions put onto them, and those price points are already crazy. They don't build homes like they used to. 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom homes with 1 bathroom. I would absolutely buy something like that. If it was cheaper than this, I would buy that and I would live in that with my family. I would share a bathroom for the next 50 years of my life if it means I get to own and I don't have to pay my landlord and have my rent raised every year like clockwork. I know that things are probably a bit different in the Midwest where they can just build wherever they want, but it's not like that here, nowhere on the West Coast. Our newest city here in Oregon was built or established 15 years ago. Affordable housing that it seems like they're ever going to put up is these apartment developments that are like 3- and 4-story rectangle commie block looking things, which I agree with if they're going to be cheap. But no, they say luxury and they slap the cheapest, crappiest, but fanciest looking details on them. And then they want, I think the studios about 3 miles from here that they're finishing later this year, the studios are starting at $2,100, 1 bedroom's $27, and 3 bedrooms are like $32. That's for an apartment in a building, and you don't even get a parking spot. Anyway, enough complaining. The point is, we reject all this crap. We don't want to live anywhere near any of this. So us, like many, many other people, what we want to do is we want to take a manufactured home, whether a new one, a used one, whatever, and put it on our own piece of land. This is going to be our project going forward. We're not starting the project just yet because there's a million details to figure out. We've been meeting with the clerks, the county clerk's office, the city development department, the county, the utilities. There's the state and federal, a few different zoning issues and things like that. But I'm thinking about starting to make videos that follow along in the process. Nobody really watches my YouTube videos, but I kind of want to make them just so that I can remember, and that if there's anyone else out there that is interested in doing something similar on the West Coast, like Oregon and Washington, then they can see what problems I run into, and then from there, they can know what to expect and maybe learn something, but I don't know.